Happening right now, a rally in Elijah McClain's honor as the state announces they're reviewing the drug paramedics used just before his death. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm JACLYN Allen.
And I'm Jason Grenauer. Monday marks 1 year since he was detained by Aurora police. A rally just started at the state capitol. That's where Denver 7's Lance Hernandez joins us live. Lance, good afternoon.
Well, I can tell you that organizers are still setting up here for a big rally, which starts at 5 o'clock here. It's going to involve 20 activists from Louisville, Kentucky. They're taking part in the Caravan for Racial Justice's Say Their Names rally here at the state capitol. Among that rally caravan from Kentucky, members of Breonna Taylor's family. Breonna Taylor, of course, an EMT who was shot and killed by Louisville police during a no-knock drug raid back in March of this year. Police were looking for a drug suspect who apparently lived on the other side of town. Now, in addition to members of her family, there will be representatives from Kentucky's Alliance Against Racial and Political Repression and the Kentucky chapter of the National Action Network. Their journey basically is in reciprocation for some Colorado activists who traveled to Kentucky back in July to take part in a rally for justice for Breonna Taylor. The organizer says our purpose is to come together and empower citizens to dismantle systemic racism. Now, among the honored guests at today's rally, Representative James Coleman, Representative Leslie Herod, and Denver School Board member Tay Anderson. This rally expected to last until about 8 o'clock this evening, and because of some programming changes, our late newscast will start a little bit earlier than normal, so we will update you on this story once that newscast starts, and again at 10 o'clock. Reporting live at the state capitol, Lance Hernandez, Denver 7.
Lance, thank you. And there are events all weekend to remember Elijah McClain and call for action regarding his death. But his mother, Shanine McClain, says she will no longer support events that use her son's name without approval. During a Facebook Live with activist Candace Bailey, Shanine says she's tired of activists using her son's name for their own purposes and Aurora PD's violent response to some demonstrations that she had supported.
Shanine and I will be the only ones who will ever entertain anything with Elijah's name ever again. We're not going to endorse someone else to do something.
Shanine says while she fights for justice for her son on the 1-year anniversary of his death, she will do something to celebrate his life with friends, family, and mothers who have also lost children to police brutality.
And new tonight, state health officials have announced they are looking into the safety of giving ketamine in EMS situations. Ketamine is the drug paramedics gave Elijah McClain while he was being detained. The state says a committee will now review the ketamine waiver program. Under that program, paramedics can get permission to administer ketamine outside of the hospital. The review is expected to last at least 12 weeks.
And community leaders joined U.S. congressional candidate Steve House in Aurora for a prayer breakfast honoring McClain this morning. Now, the goal today to bring people together, regardless of their background, to promote unity across all cultures and barriers.
We remember the life of Elijah McClain today, but we also remember that in the loss of that life was also a loss of advancement, productivity. And so we were coming together to say, let's do what we can.
Along with praying for the McClain family, they also prayed for the protesters planning to demonstrate tomorrow, businesses affected by the pandemic, and for peace in the community.